and welcome back to Thumbs Up South Florida. Today I have with me Jim Norton, one of the most local, well-known experts in real estate, and I just have to say that I'm very excited to have you here, Jim, with us today.
My pleasure.
I know that you are now within the real estate industry and have a pretty interesting background that I want to go into a little bit.
Yep.
And then also say that right now you're at Global Luxury.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been with them?
Well, I'm with Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. We've been with Coldwell Banker for going on 5 years now.
Okay.
And I think it's important to get with an organization that I think that has a reputation
Right.
For positive performance and ethical performance.
Yep.
And that's why I chose Coldwell Banker. They're over 100 years in the industry, worldwide global company.
Right.
And here in South Florida, probably the #1 brokerage in South Florida. So
that's really good information to know, because when we're making a decision where we want to hang our hat, we have to look at who we're working for.
Correct.
And that in itself, the information and your choice sounds like it's a very wise one.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear a little bit how you transitioned into the real estate market. Tell me a little bit about how Lifestyle Magazine was a part of your history.
Well, you know, the whole part of Lifestyle Magazines was something that was a culmination of where I came from. I started with a bachelor's degree from the University of Miami. I had a master's degree from Florida International University. I worked in the publishing industry for corporations for 15 years before starting the Lifestyle Magazines. And I think my Lifestyle Magazine mission was always to help others, help organizations. And you and I have even crossed paths at many of those organizations to help those people in our community. And I think the same philosophy transitioned, as well as my same business skill set transitioned very well into real estate. You know, it becomes a people business.
All right.
And that's where I think I fit best.
All right. Well, so I see some consistency here. You were in the mission of helping and wanting to bring information out into the community through the magazine, and then you transition now into the real estate world, which I know you're doing very well in.
Yes.
With respect to the consistency of the theme of helping others, so tell me right now the most ideal client that you've been working with and why they should come to you.
Well, let's take a look at, there's buyers and there's sellers and investors, but let's take a look at the buyers first. The buyers, this is a time for them where there's a lot of unknowns.
Right.
They may be coming from a different city, a different state, or even a different country here in South Florida. I have clients from Canada, South America, and even Europe who come here. So there's a lot of challenges for them, a lot of questions in their mind that we need to make sure that we answer those questions. We give them answers that they understand and comprehend.
Right.
And really what's most important is that we help them find a place that they feel is best for them and their families.
Absolutely. One of the things that we can certainly say that South Florida in itself attracts many different walks of life, and our property values can fluctuate up and down, but that's all part of the equation when making a decision on when you want to move from one place to the next. Am I safe to say that when you're working with a client that wants to sell their property, that you're certainly walking them through where their next stage or where they want to go?
Absolutely.
Do you see a lot of that happening right now between west to east?
All the time, and south to north.
Oh,
we have a lot of buyers coming from Miami that are moving up into Broward County. They're relocating for personal reasons, but yes, you hit it right on the head. We have that gentrification going on, people moving from west to east or west to north, either into Parkland or Boynton Beach, and sometimes Delray Beach, those areas that they feel are best fit for themselves in their next chapter, that fit their lifestyle. We also have millennials coming into the market now.
Oh, yeah, we have to not forget them.
Again, those are individuals who are all looking for the same things: good communities, safe communities, good schools for their families, and areas where they feel that they can have a great quality of life for themselves and their family.
I would imagine as an elected official at some point that you have certain insight that, let's just call it, a traditional realtor would not have.
Sure.
How has that played into you providing information to your client base and, you know, giving them that information that just could make the difference in their decision?
Well, the first thing too is we don't steer anybody into one place or another.
Right.
We sit down, we look at and say, okay, what are you looking for? What are the important elements for you and your family
Excellent.
into the next home
Right.
you're going to make?
Mm-hmm.
What is important to you as far as schools? How many children do you have?
Right.
What are you looking for recreation? What are you looking for in traffic and transit to your job?
All important elements.
All important elements.
You know, purchasing a home, selling a home is a very big transaction.
Right.
Coming from the world of financial planning, this is something that should always be a part of the conversation. You know, how much home can I afford?
Right.
Or when or how long should I stay in the house for, given and where you are in the cycle of life.
Exactly.
So all of this does come into a great conversation. They should be involving their financial planner and a realtor like yourself in the conversation.
And their attorneys. We always ask, get advice from your attorney, get advice from your financial planner.
Right.
Especially the financial planner, they can play an important role in helping financing.
Oh, absolutely. I've worked with many clients and realtors where we team up to find the right solution and the right avenues by which could serve what their needs are.
Exactly.
Well, I will share with you, I am so excited to have had you here today. We've seen each other many times at different
Yes.
social events, and we're going to continue to do that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And I know you work as a team with your wife, and
Yes.
I look to see her again, and we got to have you back on board.
Absolutely.
So that we can hear some success stories and some trends that are occurring in our market
Yep.
base.
And you'll see me because one of the most important aspects of our business is always giving back.
Yes.
You know, when I was with the lifestyle magazines, our philosophy was always helping those organizations in our community do better with their fundraising and promoting the organizations and the
Right.
services they provide.
Yeah.
You know, we support Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCA. My wife's the president of Kids in Distress. You know, was governor for Rotary in South Florida, president for my Rotary Club.
Well, that in itself, all these events, I mean, for anyone that's moving into our community, you're certainly the right person to go to say, well, where can I get involved?
And that's really, I think, what really separates me from other agents. I may not be the longest term,
Right.
but my network, as you know,
Right.
and my sphere of influence throughout the Broward County area specifically, but in South Florida in general,
Right.
there's really no one that I really can't get in contact with or who may not know who I am.
You are a resource.
Well,
Thank you so much for
that's what
being
it's
here
all-
with
it's
us,
been my
Jim.
pleasure, Denise.
We look forward to having you here again.
I will
And
look-
with that, thank you so much, and thumbs up South Florida.